Bio 2, let's get started. Hello everyone, let me do an introduction again. My name is Alexis. You may call me Alexis. I'm the teacher for 102, and welcome to 102. For the first 15 minutes of our class, we will do a parent meeting where we go over the policy, the syllabus, and what we need to know for this quarter. A little bit about me, I've been teaching XChem for 3 years to 4 years. It's my third time teaching 102, so I really enjoy teaching, and yeah, let's have a fun quarter. I want to start with the student policy, and we may have received this before, but if you haven't seen this, it's okay. I'll go through what this is. I don't want to tell you what this policy is, but rather I want to tell you why this is important. I want to give you a perspective of the importance of this. So the mission of XChem, of me as a teacher, is to do two things. First, I want to help you build a strong foundation in computer science, specifically in data structure and algorithm. That's my first mission. Second mission, we want to create a sense of community. So to do those two missions, we need you to be here, meaning that it's not just your name is in the Zoom, but I can actually see that you are with me, you are participating. So these are the policy that we will very strictly enforce. The first one is a camera on policy. I would like everyone to turn your camera on. Yes, so please make sure that you turn your camera on. I understand that sometimes we don't want to do it because we're a bit shy, or we don't want other people to see what we're doing. But this is so important because if you have your camera on, you show me how you're doing. You show me that you're actually here. And make sure that when you have your camera, it's not just showing me your forehead or your hair. Because if you can prove to me that your forehead and your hair can do coding for you, then you can do that. But if you're not able to do that, please show your entire face to me. And for those students who don't turn their camera on, this is what we'll do. We will remind you to do that. And if we don't see that, at the end of the class, we'll have class coordinator contact your parent. Now your parent know that you haven't turned your camera on. So it's pretty serious. We do want everyone to turn your camera on. There's no exception. Second is participation. How do we make sure that you're actually here and you're not doing something else like watching a YouTube, playing games, chatting with a friend? Is when I call your name, I would like you to reply to me. A lot of time, you may say, I don't know. You may say, well, I wasn't listening to you. Could you repeat? That's okay. But it's not okay if you just say nothing and be like, I don't want to answer. That's not okay. And if we see that, if you don't say anything when I call your name or when other students call your name, then I'll do the same. Where after class, I'll have class coordinator contact your parent as well. I would rather you tell me, I don't know, could you repeat? Than just say nothing and pretend that everything is, is good. Okay, and the third one, this is a very important one, respectful communication. Please respect your classmates. Please respect me and also yourself. We don't want you to say any like inappropriate word or do anything that's offensive, whether it's in the chat or when you're just muted, when you're talking to others. We don't want to see that. If we see that, we'll also contact your parents. Last but not least, I think we're doing very well is a Zoom name. Please make sure you have your real name as your Zoom name. That's the policy. I want to make sure it's very clear and we are on the same page. Any question about the policy? Okay. Next, I want to talk about the syllabus, what we will learn this quarter. This quarter is an introduction to algorithm and data structure. We'll talk about some basic. So what are the basic? First of all, we'll talk about some advanced Python, such as string, list, ASCII value. And then next, we'll talk about sorting, which is the beginning of algorithm. We'll talk about different way of sorting, bubble sort, selection sort, and insertion sort. Then we'll talk about matrix. How do we apply matrix and why is matrix useful? Last but not least, we'll talk about functions. What functions are and how we can apply them. For this class is an optional project. We will start introducing in week 6. And this is the snake project. We'll go more into detail. It's pretty fun. Next, there's a video I would like to share with you. If you can hear the sound from the video, type 1 in the chat. Let me know.
Hi, everyone. Welcome to the first parent meeting. In this meeting, I'm just going to quickly talk about some of the useful information to make sure that you're informed and that your child can be successful in XCamp. So the first thing to note is that there is some class information in the information tab. So if you're in the courseware for your course and you click on information, you'll be able to see some information such as the teacher, the class coordinator, link to the class, link to homework night, and other information like that. So please make sure that you know that under that tab, there's some helpful information. And then additionally, another place for helpful information is in the syllabus. Now, the syllabus is located in the course content for the class, and that just has an overview of the course content, along with some of the topics that are going to be taught in the class, and potentially even a introduction into what will be taught in the next class. Now, how do XCamp classes work? Well, currently we have all our classes conducted online in Zoom meetings, and the students are expected to have their webcams turned on in class, specifically with the camera facing their face so that we can see them. Now, all the students are encouraged to proactively engage in the class, and that's just through answering questions or participating in breakout room discussions, or participating in some coding practice, whether that's in discourse or separately assigned by the teacher. So there are lots of ways that students can participate during the class and are expected to participate. Now, after the class, students will be assigned a homework exercise, and those homework exercises are a little bit different than if you're used to completing your homework assignments at school. So usually with the homework assignments at school, they're a little bit quicker and there's probably more problems and it's a little bit easier to get full points, where the students are expected to get full points on their first try if they understood the course content. And I just want to tell you that with coding, that's not quite the case. Even if you understand the content, it really takes some time to practice it. And you should not have the expectation that you're always going to get 100% during the week on your very first try. We really value upsolving, and that's just this idea of once you've tried the problem, going back to see if you can try it again until you get your 100% on the question or 100% on your homework. Now, that often will be beyond just the week that you were expected to work on the homework. However, it is important to note that we will contact parents if the homework scores for a specific child is really low for 2 weeks. So if a student is failing to do their homework, or just solving a couple questions on the homework and really missing out on the bulk of it, that's when we will contact you and make sure that you are up to date and we can find some solutions to help your child. Now, we have a problem-solving process, and this is what we expect our students to follow. Now, they might choose to do so in a different way, but this is really what we recommend, which is first trying to read the problem carefully, maybe even a couple of times, trying out some sample input and output on paper to make sure you understand the question correctly and make sure you have the right idea. Then think about how to solve the problem using what you learned in class. The homework problems will always connect to what we learned in class, but maybe you just have to think back and think a little bit creatively. Additionally, you can watch the homework explanation video if you need. We have hint videos and solution videos to help you get through that process. Use a pencil and paper to outline your plan on how to solve the problem depending on the problem's difficulty or how well you understand it. And then also code your solution, test with different cases. A lot of times the problems will just give you one test case. You definitely want to create your own test cases and see if they work as expected. And then finally submit your work. Okay, so let's go on to the next problem here, which is homework night. So homework night is hosted every single night from 5 to 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, and students are encouraged to join the Zoom session and work on their homework. So it is a place where you can get help, but you don't need to go to the homework night to get help. You can simply just join the homework night. It's nice and quiet, and you can just work on your homework during that time. And if you get stuck, you can ask one of the TAs for help, and they will be able to assist you. So don't feel like you have to go to the homework night with a question. You can always hang out there, and if you get stuck, then you can ask your question whenever you need it. And like I mentioned before, homework night Zoom link can be found in the courseware under the information tab. Now, the hint video and solution videos are a really useful tool for students to be able to make sure that they get full points. Oftentimes, there's just a small misunderstanding by the student on how to complete the problem. And the hint video is a way that they can clear up that misunderstanding and save them a lot of time from going down the wrong route. Now, make sure not to jump to the hint videos too soon. You really want to practice spending enough time to try and understand the problem yourself. Remember, if you're interested at all in competitions, you won't have hints or solutions to help you along the way. And the solution video will walk you through the code and show you how you can complete the problem as intended. Now, we also have a platform, Discourse, and in Discourse, this is basically a forum section where students can ask questions and either their classmates can answer, or we also have TAs who are dedicated to check for posts and answer and make sure students get the replies that they're looking for. So for this, it's student-to-student communication, and Discourse should be your priority when you have like any course-related questions. You can ask those and other students can answer, or TAs can answer. Additionally, you can also ask homework-related questions as well. Now, this is kind of a workflow diagram of how you should go about your homework. So after class, you have your homework, and if you have no clue how to start it, then you can always go to the hint video. Additionally, you can go back to the slides in class and see if you can make some connection from that. Now, if you failed a couple times and you don't really have the right idea or it's not quite working, you can then go to the solution video, which will be released after 2 days, or depending on the class, it might be slightly different, but our standard policy is about 2 days. And after the solution video, if you still are not quite understanding how the problem works or what's wrong with your submission, well, for our lower level classes, we have office hour that we offer where they can get the one-on-one TA debugging help. And if you have a time conflict with that, or you're in a higher level class where we don't have such a need for the one-on-one help, well, we have the Discourse where you can ask questions always, and you'll get a reply within 24 hours. And then also you can just go to the homework night and also ask your questions there. Now, additionally, the student guidebook is a resource that can be used and should be used by students in order to make sure that they have all the information regarding how to access Discourse, how to do some other things like download test cases or some of the rules and instructions. and some other helpful information. So just make sure that in your book, you see the student guidebook content, and there it will have all that information necessary for the students to understand, in case there's always some students who have some trouble logging into Discourse or things like that. Now, a really important role in terms of the class is our class coordinators. Now, our class coordinators are basically our way of following up with the students and sort of monitoring their progress and being that communication layer between the teacher and the parents. Now, there's sometimes a lot of communication or questions or things like that that parents could have, and our class coordinators are there to quickly assist you and make sure that you have all the information and all your questions are answered. And they're basically going to collect some requirements for students and parents and make sure everything is synced and we're all on the same page, and just provide a really great service for you. And then they'll also provide some other coding related information like seminars and contests and camps and other things like that. So hopefully this information was really helpful. If you have any further questions, feel free to reach out to your class coordinator or reach out to us here at XCamp in order to get those questions answered. I hope that you have a really great quarter. You enjoy our teaching, and we see you back again for the next quarter.
Okay, great. So that is it for parent meet. And one more thing I want to talk about is, as an announcement, we have our X Cup fun algorithm contest that is just for 101 to 201 level only. So the competition day is on August 3rd, Friday, 1 to 6 p.m. PST. And the format is 1 to 3 people per team. And this contest will be 2 hours just for fun. And this is going to be in person. So it will be a great chance for you to meet other students if you're interested in contest. Great. So that's what we got for parent meeting. Now let's have a Q&A session. Any questions so far? Okay, if we don't have question, that will be the end of the parent meeting. Thank you, parent, for attending. Have a good rest of your day. And if you have any further question you want to ask, feel free to ask it in the WeChat, or you can privately message me on WeChat or the class coordinator. Here's a little favor I would like the student to do for me. It is my first time seeing a lot of you, so I don't really know much about you. And I'm interested to know a little bit about who you are, about what your goal is. So I have some questions here for you. 3 questions, very easy. First question, what is your main goal for studying at XCamp? Is it you want to do competitive programming? You want to maybe have CS as your major in the future? You want to do some, just for interest? Second question is, how many hours do you spend on programming, or do you plan on spending programming? Last question is, how would you describe your learning characteristic and habit like? Would you consider yourself very self-disciplined, that you enjoy doing this and you don't need someone to tell you? Or you're a bit restless, you like to multitask and jump around? Or you're curious, active, or independent? Let me know. I will post this link in the chat. This is mandatory, so please make sure that you fill this out. It wouldn't take too long. I will give you guys 1 to 2 minutes. It will just be a few clicks. And if you have questions, feel free to ask me. For the level, the current level will be 102. That's the level that you should select. And once you're done, please give me a thumbs up reaction. So if you go to the reaction, give me a thumbs up, give me a thumbs up like this if you're done with the survey. Do we need to put in our name and ID? Yes, you will need to. You can find your ID, I believe, by going here to personal data. And here, I think it will show you your ID. ID should be somewhere here, I think. I cannot open the form. You can open the form. Okay, let me try. Oh, is it because, let's see. Is it because of the area? You might want to try a different like browser. If it doesn't work on this browser, try another browser. Okay, who has finished? If you finish, give me a thumbs up reaction. Let me know who has finished. Okay, thank you, Ricky. Thank you, Alex, Timothy, Linda, Lila, Ela, Michael. Okay, great. I think most of us are done. We'll give you like 20 more seconds if you haven't finished. Okay, if it doesn't work, I guess that's okay. All right, let's get started. So here's what we'll do. This is what I call learning journey. I will tell you these are the tasks we will do today. First thing is I want to have an activity where we get to know each other. This is very important because in the future, you will not just be me talking to you. A lot of time you'll be you interacting with your classmates. So at the end of the day, I would like you to remember one name of your classmate and one thing about them. So that's activity. Second, we will do a game to help you review. That's pretty fun. Third thing, we will talk about input and if statement in Python. And fourth, we will talk about loops. Those are the four things that we will do today. And we can take a break after each task, depending on how tired you guys are. Okay, so let's first start with the activity. There we go. So here's an activity we're gonna do. It's very simple. For each person, I want to know a little bit about you. And there are two things that I'm interested in. First, what is your name? And how do you pronounce your name? Second is, what is one thing you enjoy in summer? So those are two things that we should go around and talk about. So here's a rule. I know that when I ask you what's one thing you enjoy in summer, you'll probably tell me I don't have to go to school. and then maybe 80% of you will say the same thing. So here's a rule. Rule A is you can't repeat. If someone say, well, I love summer so much because I don't have to go to school, then you cannot repeat that, right? You can't repeat. You need to come up with something new. Second rule is after you go, you can pick the next person to go, or you can go again. So if you really want to tell us about yourself, you don't want to pick the next person, you can go again, but you can pick the next person. So is this clear? Do we know what we're doing? Give me a thumbs up reaction if you know what we're doing. Okay, great. So let's get started. Let's have fun. I'll go first because I don't need to worry about repeating anything. My name is Alexis, spelled like this, Alexis. And what's one thing I enjoy in summer? I love swimming. Swimming is so great in summer. Yeah, I just really like that. Okay, that's me. So before I pick the next person, do I have a volunteer to go and talk about these two things about yourself? Any volunteer? Alex, is that a raise a hand or is that not sure? Okay, great. You can go, yes, go ahead.
My name is Alex, and one thing I enjoy doing in the summer is swimming. I
Oh,
don't want to pick the next person. You can pick it.
okay, yes, you can pick the next person. Wait, did
Uh,
you say you don't want to pick the next
I don't
person?
want. I don't want to pick the next person.
Do you want to go again?
No, not that either.
Okay, I will help you pick the next person. Who want to be next? All right, let's go with Ricky.
My name is Ricky, and something I like doing is ziplining in the summer.
Wait,
My
what?
name's
Could you say
ziplining.
that again? It wasn't very clear.
Ricky. Ricky.
Oh, I mean, like what you like to do in summer?
Oh, ziplining.
Oh, cool, cool. Okay, you can pick the next or you can go again.
I don't know. Timothy.
Did you say Timothy? Okay, go ahead.
My name is Timothy, and I like going on vacation.
Nice, nice.
I guess I choose Eric.
My name is Eric, and I like playing hockey in the summer, ice hockey.
Nice.
Then, am I supposed to pick a person to go next?
Or you can go, or you can go again.
Oh, then I just pick a Johnson. What is it?
All right, so my name is Johnson Cheng, and one thing I like to do in the summer is probably playing basketball. Yeah. Do we have a randomizer or something that gets to pick the next person?
No, we have a human randomizer. You might want to do it manually.
All right.
Just pick the name, right? These are the people who have gone. So anyone who doesn't have this name, you can pick.
I'll just go with the closest one, Jaden.
My name's Jaden, and I like sleeping in the summer.
Nice. Jaden, do you want to go again or do you want to pick the next person?
Oh, whoops, I forgot. Uh, who didn't go? Did Charlie go?
No.
Oh yeah, I'll pick Charlie.
My name is Charlie, and I like playing basketball.
Has anyone say that before?
John
Uh,
said it.
Yeah, I did.
Oh.
I did.
Um, I like I like hiking.
Nice, nice.
I'll guess I'll pick Michael.
Hi, my name is Michael, and I like to eat ice cream in the summer. Way too much of it. And I pick who I pick? Ryan.
Alright, so my name is Ryan, and I guess I like going to the beach during the summer. And I'll choose uh I'll choose Charlie as the next guy.
I think Charlie has gone, right? You can choose another.
Okay, then I'll choose I'll choose alright, I'll choose Sydney as the next person. I think all
Hi, I'm Cindy, and in the summer I like to play tennis.
Nice, nice.
Oh, and I pick Lydia.
Hi, my name is Lydia, and I like to go to the beach in the summer. I choose Emily.
My name is Emily, and I like not and I like not going to school like during.
Finally, the first person who say what they enjoy is not going to school. Thank you, Emily. You can pick the next.
Oh, Ella.
My name is Ella, and I like playing soccer in the summer.
Ella, could you speak out a little bit? I think it was not loud enough.
My name is Ella, and I like playing soccer in the summer.
Nice. Soccer is good. Yeah, you can pick the next.
Isabella.
My name is Isabella, and I like ice skating in the summer. And I choose Sarah.
My name is Sarah, and I enjoy traveling in summer. And Raywin.
My name is Raywen, and I like playing with my dog during the summer.
Nice, nice. Okay, has everyone gone? Are we missing anyone here? Oh, yes, one person hasn't gone yet. Ray, you can pick the last person. I think it's the last, I'm not sure. Actually, yeah, go ahead. We have two. Okay, go ahead.
Arwen?
Okay. My name is Arwen, and I like reading in the summer.
Nice. Okay, Alwyn, could you pick the next?
And has Ray gone?
I don't think so.
My name is Ray, and I enjoy talking with my friends during the summer.
Okay, cool. Thank you. Has anyone not gone yet? If you haven't gone, give me a thumbs up. It's kind of hard to keep track, but I think everyone has gone. Okay, great. All right, cool. So we get to know each other a little bit. Hopefully I remember, one thing you enjoy, you can quiz me, you can ask me, hey Alexis, what do I enjoy? Hopefully I can answer that. But we'll see. If I don't remember, please remind me again. Okay, great. So we'll be doing this a bit more in the future where I want to create a discussion section for you guys where you guys can discuss idea and talk to each other. That's really fun. Okay, so that's it. So we're done with the first one activity. Hopefully at the end of the day, you can tell me like one name you remember and one thing they like. So we're done with this. Okay, next will be game. So I know that some of us are a bit tired, so why don't we take a 3 minutes break and we will be back by 5:41 and then we'll play a game to review.